Hello and welcome, or welcome back to my channel, where stories and other random things take center stage. I hope you guys can see me. If not, I am sorry. I do have my brightness up, so hopefully you can. I did mention something in my last video. So you probably noticed that my video may have been posted a little bit late. I still don't know if I'm going to post it in the day I wanted it to, but if I do post it in New Year's Eve, well, I hope you guys are having a great New Year's Eve. But basically, it depends on what happens because I can't seem to be able to connect my computer to Wi-Fi. So if this one, along with my last video, are late, this is my apology. But anyway, and I'm going to be reviewing here the third book of the Once Upon a Con series, Bookish and the Beast. So let's begin. In the third book in Ashley Poston's Once Upon a Con series, Beauty and the Beast is retold in the beloved Starfield universe. Rosie Thorne is feeling stuck on her college application essays in her small town and on that mysterious General Sand cosplayer she met at Excelsior. Most of all, she's stuck in her grief over her mother's death. Her only solace was her late mother's library of rare Starfield novels, but even that disappeared when they sold it to pay off hospital bills. On the other hand, Vance Regans, which, by the way, it's actually spelled like Rains, but apparently it's pronounced Regans in the audiobook, so it's really weird, has been Hollywood royalty for as long as he can remember, with all that privilege and scrutiny that entails. When a tabloid scandal catches up to him, he's forced to hide out somewhere the paparazzi would never expect to find him. Small town USA. At least there's a library in the house. Too bad he doesn't read. When Rosie and Vance's paths collide and a rare book is accidentally destroyed, Rosie finds herself working to repay the debt. And while most Starfield superfans would jump at the chance to work in close proximity to the Vance Regans, Rosie has discovered something about Vance. He's a jerk and she can't stand him. The feeling is mutual. But as Vance and Rosie begrudgingly get to know each other, their careful masks come off and they may just find that there's more risk in shutting each other out than in opening their hearts. So, by the way, I am recording this on my vacation, so you guys are going to get a bunch of videos. Well, if I can make a recording out of this. But anyway, I think as with every other book, as with every other Once Upon a Con book, I do enjoy it. Of course I do, because it's amazing. But the one thing I liked best about this book, and what actually makes it, I think, maybe like my second favorite, the princess and the fangirl being the first, Geekerella being last, even though Geekerella has such a really, really, really special place, is that this one specifically delves into books. And it doesn't take place in Excelsior like the other two do. This one takes place in a small town, and it explores fandom mainly through the show, but also through the books and how that works out. It also helps that Beauty and the Beast is the fairy tale that was decided to be retold because, well, I love Beauty and the Beast, and I enjoy the fairy tale, if anything else, and it's amazing, right? So I actually highly enjoyed that fact that it was retold in fandom style, and it was great. I had fun. I think it's a great retelling. But again, I like the fact that it explored the book aspect of this fandom, and I like the fact that it explored an extended universe. Like in the other two books, we did get quotations of the books in between parts. I think this one was like in 3 parts. And their romance was super cute. I will say that this is literally the shortest book in the series. So this one was like, it's really easy to read. Like if you go by audiobook length, the other two I think were between 8 and 11 hours, in that range. This one is about 4 hours, no more than 5 hours to read. And if you're like me and you read at 3 times speed, you could technically finish it in about 2, maybe less. I don't calculate, I don't know how to calculate the amount of time it would take me if I'm reading at a really fast speed. I know that I read at 3 times speed now, depending on the book. So if you read at that amount of time, you could technically finish it within a good amount. So so you could potentially do it, right? So it works that way because it does, right? So it's awesome when it kind of works out. But I do like the fact that it did that, and I also really like that it explored grief, and among other themes, but this is like the main theme that was explored when it comes to Rosie, the grief. I think it was explored well, and how the relationship in fandom, not in fandom, but like between parents that already had a mom that already had that fandom passed on to to her daughter. It was actually kind of cute. I think it was a really good exploration of that, kind of like Icarella did, just through the books though. It was also really interesting how it explored how some people can get into reading. How Vance got into reading thanks to Rosie and how it kind of all worked out. I also like how one of the things that was also mentioned is how basically someone reading the book can basically kind of make or break something. Because I listen to audiobooks all the time, and the narrator can make or break a book for me. I may not always love the narrator, but if a narrator cannot add some spice to the book, it can make it or break it for me. Even if I like the book, the narrator might just make or break it for me. The voice can do something. And it's interesting how they both read aloud to each other in a couple of scenes, and Rosie really likes the way he reads and how she got into that, and it's very adorable. There are some interesting Beauty and the Beast references, specifically like things like the song Tale as Old as Time kind of was referenced. I think there's a reference to the whole Prince Charming thing in the first song of the Beauty and the Beast movie about the fact that someone won't discover it until chapter 3. I think there are like these really cute little references which I actually really enjoyed and had a lot of fun kind of dissecting. So yeah, there are some interesting things about this book that kind of come to fruition that are very interesting to attempt to like parse out. It's very fun, very interesting to read. Overall, I give this book 5 stars. It's a cute light read, cute romance, very short. Literally, it's only like 288 pages. I don't know how fast people read in print, but in audio, 4 hours, that was really fast. I literally woke up at like 6 in the morning and was done by 9. So that was a thing. That's my review for this. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. I would really appreciate it. And I will see you in my next video. My next 2 videos are going to be recommendations for after Once Upon a Con. So keep an eye on those, and I will see you next time. Bye.